Hello, fellow Metazoners. How are you? We're here tonight to watch the World Championship Finals. It's an online event on Lucky CCG. Hello, everybody. Hello, Schlein. Hello, sir. We have Rudolf with us tonight. His name on the chat. It's a German bard. He will help us comment the game. I hope he will give good advice and pour out his knowledge upon us during the game so that we can understand everything. I hope the sitting is good. Do not hesitate to tell in chat if anything's wrong, if the sound is not right, if the display fizzles or something. Please raise a hand. We have made some work beforehand, so the game will probably begin shortly because we're a few minutes before the time. And we wanted to begin the stream a little bit before because we made a short analysis here of the players. So they are seated right now in seed orders. They will be seated randomly for the play, but the first seed has, of course, a little bit of an advantage because if nobody makes a VP, he will win the game being first seed. Here this tonight we have Farouk. Farouk is Rodrigo Iturrieta, a player from Chile. He has been playing the game for 15 years, but he has no tournament victories for this day. He has the highest score in the league with 3 game wins, 5-5 and 4 VPs, and 3 losses. He has been second in the Chilean October tournament in 2018, so it's been some time. He's been bested by Miguel Angel Vasquez in that tournament. He has played a number of different decks during the league: Turbojar, Toolbox, Gargoyle Block, KZ, Blues Bleed, follower sets, Vote Deck, Emerald Legionnaire Toolbox, and Lucian the perfect Bleed deck. I don't know what to expect from him tonight. Probably some kind of toolboxy thing. What do you think, Rudolph? Any idea on that? We're not sure. It's kind of an unknown to me. Second seed, it's Bart DCI. It's Bartosz Desiuk from Poland. He's a top player from Poland. It's his first online finals. He did very well during the league with 4 victories, 5-4-4 and 4 VPs. He never registered 0 VP in any game. So yeah, it's got game win with aggressive decks. We expect aggressive decks from Farouk. I guess so. So Bartosz Desiuk won Silesia by Night, one of the biggest Poland tournament with Sybil Blackjack deck. He played that deck or a version of it 4 times during the league and won 3 times with it. He played the Unnamed Bleed once and an Emerald Legionnaire Toolbox, but I guess we can expect him to play Sybil tonight. Of course, maybe he knows that everybody expects that and he will play something else. You never know for the surprise element. But I would expect some kind of heavy bleed for him because it seemed to work so well for him. Third player tonight is Sebastian Müller. He's from Germany. His name is Maintate on Lucky. It's his first online finals too. He did well in league with 3 victories, 5-4 and 4 VPs, and 3 losses. He's the Prince of Freiburg. He's been playing the game for 15 years, the top player in Germany, and he basically seen in a number of finals tables over German tournaments. But it's been quite some time since his last tournament win. He played Wild Rich Primogen Bleed deck twice during the league and won twice with it. So maybe we can expect him to play it, but nobody can be sure really. He lost with Gate Combat, played a Guri, had the Land Toolbox twice, lost twice, and finally a Lasberm's Grinder deck. So I guess in some way we expect Venture from that player since it seems to work. We'll see how it goes. 4th player, and then we are arriving to the stars. 4th player is Rogério from Brazil. Yeah, Bart tells us, Bart this year showed brilliant score with the Blackjack. We, of course, we expect him to play that. And Sebastian scored with decks exactly some control, some kind of toolboxes and stuff like that. Table control, trying to manipulate the table balance here. So that would work. 4th seed is Roab Rogério, I was saying, is number 2 in the world, is the first player in Brazil. And he won a number of games. He bested Fernanda Nunes, he bested Deso Alaster, top Brazilian players there. We expect the highest level of play from him, of course. It's his 9th time playing online finals. He has won 5 online events until now. He has won 4 games and lost only 2 in the leagues. He plays a lot of combat decks. I don't know if Rudolph will agree with that. I see Kershid combat, Gangrel combat, Tupdog combat. He played Mountaineer, Baltimore Purge. Well, it's not a combat deck per se, but it's certainly aggressive. And he played a vote deck, but that was Legacy of Pender, another very aggressive, quick swamp vote deck here. And finally, Kaylin block. Even if it's centered open block, we can expect Kaylin to fight quite hard. So I expect some fight from Hoabs tonight. Rudolph votes for Baltimore Purge, like a favorite deck from him, of course. We'll see where it goes. Either Purge or combat deck. I wouldn't expect something too slow or something too bleedy out of him. And finally, our 5th player is Bill Troxel, Killiam from the US. He's #1 in the United States. He's ranked 4th worldwide. He registered in the VKN Hall of Fame with 11 historical tournaments victories. He won the Ohio Grand Prix last year in 2019 with a Legionnaire detectatory deck. So he's really a top player here. His last seed, so he will have to grind his way up and gain some victory points. It's his 4th online finals. He played the finals in the previous World Championship too, but sadly didn't win. He made a very good league with only 5 games, only 1 loss, but with 2 VPs, and 4 wins with 4 VPs all. So he has the best average result in the league. I don't know what to expect from him. I mean, he played Legionnaires twice in the league. He played also some kind of dominate vicissitude Bruce Breed deck here, twice in the league and won twice with it. But he won the Ohio Grand Prix with a kind of a crazy Legionnaire Anarch deck using Detect Authority to basically interdict or prevent actions from others, and especially his Predator on the table. So maybe we'll play some kind of Legionnaire variant. He played it with Tupdog, he played it with Imbued. It's kind of a great Emerald Legionnaires tinkerer out there. So, yeah, Animalism Anarch Revolt. That would be for Roab, maybe. I know what Bill will come up with. He's great at metagame. He can really come up with something really unexpected here. We'll see how it goes. He needs a VP for sure, so probably not something too slow, I guess. Let's see where is the game they are sitting right now. So they rolled the dice, and we're having some changes. So for Rock will go first, then Bart, then who's third? Oh, they're sitting. They're still sitting, yeah. Whom do we expect to win? Well, that's a good question for Rodolphe. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, my bet are on the 2 last seeds. Hoab is 2nd in the world, Bill is 4th, so they have the ranking here to impress for sure. The first 3 they haven't registered victory so soon. So, but everybody has a chance. It's a final. You can bring any deck. So the other players don't have any information beforehand, or at least not more than we do, about who's playing what. So there's really a lot of random here. Yeah, it would be great to see Sebastian score a victory here. Anyone that scored here anyway achieved something, because there was more than 100 players worldwide participating in such a clash of different meta games. Brazilian players playing with Chilean players, with American players, European players, also some players from Australia and New Zealand. So really we have seen everything in this tournament. So it's interesting to see who comes on top after all of that, really. Yeah, let's see a look at the deck. Let's see the first card play and how it goes. So Huab goes first, then Farouk, then Bart, then Mentate, and Killiam to finish. So that would be Bill. Well, you're welcome. I wanted to actually try to stream the sound of the Discord with you because the players are live on Discord and they're discussing the game and they negotiate over there. So I wanted to just try to stream some parts of the negotiation, but that's quite hard to do with OBS. Plus, I would have needed a way to mute them and reactivate the talk in between the comments because you can have the two voices one on another. And it has begun. And immediately we see some action with Smiling Jack getting into play first turn, first play, first card. This is promising. So really, what Smiling Jack does is accumulating counters to bring damage on the table. So it reduces the blood, it reduces the pool. When it goes out first, it can hit the pool of Methuselahs over the table quite hard, because if you don't get a vampire out for 3 turns, for example, you have nothing but your pool to pay for the Smiling Jack, that is slowly stacking counters. It's also some kind of bet. At some point, someone has to get rid of this Smiling Jack around the table sooner rather than later. So it will attract some haters on the table, but not sure Rab is like will try to block that too soon, you know, or even try to block at all. It's just a good way to cycle a card that is sitting in your hand, getting some damage over the table. It doesn't really need to protect it at all cost. We'll see how it goes. So far, we just bet some 10 fun. Bart goes from wide of view. Good card to cycle the Crypt. Then Dreams of the Sphinx. Next turn card at any time, basically, because it helps you cycle cards, gives you a better hand. It's more used to get to actually increase the hand size than the other powers it brings on the table. But in the beginning, you can use it for additional transfers, so it can help you get a vampire just 1 turn sooner into play, and that's really great. So when played in first hand, you often see it used like that, exactly, just to bring a vampire out. It's a smaller knack convert here. He will keep it in play, I guess. It's a good way to get rid of the Smiling Jack cross table if you want, or just to pay for it with the blood of the convert, basically. What do you think? Yeah, good remark from Rudolph too. Neither of the players have played against each other during the league, during the preliminary 6 rounds. And that's awesome. It also asks some questions about the league format. How can the top finalists, the 5 top players, never have met before in the league? It's impressive. In a way, the way the league is constructed, you can really play like in your room with your 5 friends or 4 friends, get 5VP, 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 register it, and get a top seat on the final. So there's no saying about the level of the players you actually beat it to get there. We'll see how it goes and if everybody performs well. But I guess you still have to find players to play unlucky, and the level is quite hard. Ho ho ho! 4 Tupdogs are going up, and that's from Bill Troxel here in the corner. Really, it's a way to cycle the crit here. Will be able to pay for the Jack. Is fetching probably some trainer entry tribute for his Tupdogs. Also Legionnaire, yeah. What card did he put in the airship? Did we see that? I tried to... Yeah, this card hit the number Legionnaire, so we smelling here Legionnaire plus Tupdogs. We didn't see the liquidation this card. So he played liquidation for 3 pool and to get some cards in the discard, but I don't know why we don't see... That's too sad. Yeah, I have nothing to show you. As a spectator, I don't have access even to airships. I mean, I guess. Let's try it. Can we see airships? No. Oh, depends on the player. Here is Killian airship, so from the liquidation. Yeah, we got it. So basically, Legionnaires, Summon History. Oh, that's a strange one. It's here twice too. Scrangeling Parthenon twice, another liquidation, and Crywolf. So Master Heavy, lot of Parthenon. I have no idea what the Summon Histories are doing there. Is he planning to play some kind of True Bruja, Tupdog Legionnaire combination? No, they cannot do the action without a trimmer anti-tribute, basically. So you usually see one, but they can be used only to block. I don't know. We have Hoab disconnected, time stop. Um, I have no idea what went wrong here. Probably something on his side. Yeah, Rudolph saying that he played that during the preliminary round. Tupdog are bleeding. Uh, Legionnaire are there to protect and block additional bleeds too. We need a trainer to do at some point to have them do the job if he wants to bleed with them. So how the top dog was burn at the end of the minion phase, so next turn, basically. We'll keep them here for the following turn. Maybe you can do some undirected action with them. Why not? I mean, recruiting some ally or something. And fun fact also, there are at one capacity, seeing what he has in the discard, I would expect him to play some kind of master cards to enable, for example, Tupdog to play with Temporis, with some kind of spontaneous power or agent of power. That will allow them to actually use Temporis to get cards out of Summon Story. Maybe, I don't know. Inceptor, yeah, cards like that. Or recruit something, yeah, but we only see Legionnaire that they cannot recruit because they're not Harbingers, and Crywolf they cannot recruit because they're not an Arc. So, yeah, probably had some other allies in the deck or in the hand. We'll see how it goes. Some cats, yeah, more cats. That's a strong ally if you need one. Uh, Harba's problem connecting. Yeah, so over Discord, they're joking right now, saying that at least they have a lot of time to figure out the second turn and what they would do. Yeah, sorry for that. Sorry for the waiting. So we have seen a bit of the deck, at least two of them are showing a bit now. There's no telling what the Anarch here over at Bart is doing, really. The Agent of Power for Temporis. Yeah, that or Inception, or sorry, Inceptor, or, well, Spontaneous Power, but it costs a bit more and it's a bit less interesting. That Agent of Power. Agent of Power is a trifle easier to play, cost 0, if I remember correctly. Hob is back. Hopefully they can load a save. That's it. Oh, and we moved around for absolutely no reason. Interesting. Okay, save this loaded. Oh, man, everybody's sitting. I have no idea why. I cannot even vacate it or remove it. I have no idea what's going on here. We're hosting the game locally to avoid hosting the game on the poor lucky server that is basically getting out of service up and on, down and up all the time lately. So just to try avoiding this kind of connection issues. Didn't prove to be a miracle here. Yeah. I go over to the Discord. Yeah, sorry for that, guys. I can vacate seats either. I have no idea what's going on here. I can relaunch the game. This will disconnect all of you probably and try to host a new one. Yeah, probably. I just relaunched the whole server here. There it is. You can probably log back right now. Yeah, hosting and twitching at the same time is getting difficult, you know. That's a whole new try, new game running. Hope the save will save them, actually. So they're waiting for Faruk to sit so they can actually load the game. See how it goes. We're waiting. Here it goes. Sorry for that. And here goes the game. Awesome. Tim, why am I here? Yeah, I can vacate the seat or anything. Oh, thank you. Judge, we started the timer and it's up. Anak Revolt. Yeah, it goes hand in hand with some kind of smiling jack, really. You will pay pools, my mates. You will pay pools. Good move to get the convert out cross table. He saw that coming, I guess. Lord Ashton is in play. So interesting here. Gangrel animalism, kind of what Rudolph predicted here. Yeah, this kind of vampire, what we expect here is to have a lot of anarchs playing animalism. So basically, they can rush or bleed with Deep Song. They have a bit of intercept and they have very decent combat module with carrion crows and from bats, stuff like that. That's what I would expect from such a deck here. You have to, if you cross table, you're probably safe because you can get an Anarch out and avoid the pool cost of Anarch Revolt for the time being. You will need to find a way to pay the pool for Smiling Jack, though. So it still puts a bit of pressure on the table. Yeah, Gangrel Combat. Rudolph tells us that a deck that Hoab played during the preliminaries, in fact. So it's maybe the same deck or close to it. Rauk is still influencing, paying the pool for Smiling Jack and the Revolt. That's a build. Convert Blades gets the edge. Yeah, let's do something with him, you know. And yeah, played first Asher Tablet here. You can expect Asher Tablet's cross table from someone who plays a part in them too. Second transfer, and here comes Nana Buruku, High Star of the Guri. Uh, Excellent vampire Nana, because she has she gives you two master phase actions, so it enables you to play the Asher tablets to their full potential, basically. Um, she's often seen in animalism constructs, but it can also be played in some kind of animalism potence combination. Interesting. Yeah, it had an account, but so it didn't pay the revolt. Only had to pay for the Smiling Jack here. Blackjack, some kind of Nana Buruku Blackjack, interesting. Yeah, probably with girls everywhere. Nana, Sybil, that's definitely a possibility. More on the present side of things. We'll see how it goes. And here come more Liban, more Guru here, and Batsheva comes into play. An interesting vampire here. Presence, animalism, can get a strength bonus if she's merged. I didn't see it played that much. I have no idea. Turbo Bachelor, I don't think so. I have no idea what comes next here. The mystery deck from me. Inceptor, yeah, exactly what we talked about. And he will play some cards. Summon History, of course, from the airship, so that he can play Summon Histories. But he has two other cards. The Legionnaire, yeah, that makes a lot of sense now. And the dealing tactics, yeah, you never know. Just prevent some anarcho-pricing or ancillary empowerment or stuff like that. So he's paying for the smiling with the Tupdog's blood, of course. At one point, he doesn't have to pay, but he has to pay the result. So Rudolph is betting for maintain on GUI Avalanche Toolbox. Yeah, probably a GUI Toolbox. He didn't win the preliminaries with it, did he? And still insists on playing it in the finals. I can perform better in the finals. The finals is always a bit different than preliminary rounds. Yeah, calling for the summon history, of course. Plays the skin of the chameleon to get some stealth. Doesn't play the blood because Visceratica costs less for a top dog. Plays one for the summon history so they can summon a Legionnaire. Interesting way, playing Legionnaire without the Harpingers, actually. Shootablet can play Emerald Legionnaire from an Inceptor, maybe just putting the card on the Inceptor. So what Inceptor does is you put 3 cards from your hand, airship, or library on it. And the vampire can play other copies of the cards as if he had the discipline required, that's superior. That's an interesting point here. So he cannot play the Legionnaire, but he can play Temporus to play the Summon History to play the Legionnaire. So what he did here, just putting a Legionnaire here, makes no sense. It will go back to the airship anyway. That's it. But he can summon history. And using summon history, because that's such a great card, you can get any ally retainer or equipment and you put it into play. It's not a recruit action, it's not an equip action, doing your all requirements, clan-wise, anything. Just have to pay for it in blood instead of pool. So summon history for 1, Tupdog recruits a Legionnaire. Summon history is undirected, so they don't need a tremendous to do this action. That's a smart play here. And more Tupdogs coming up. Is he fishing for some vampire in his crypt? Maybe. We could have guessed that. If we looked at the players, we see he has an unusual high number of cards in the crypt. Could have looked for it and instantly detected a Tupdog deck like first turn. Yeah, Legion has to survive, but there is 4 Tupdogs all up for the blocking here. Dipsong was played, so what bleeding just basically, and he didn't get blocked. Gets the edge back, and makes his prey pay 3 pool this turn for the Jack and the Revolt. That begins to be a lot of pool. Convert gets out, sacrifice for an Anak token on the Bastion. Don't hesitate in the chat if you want me to explain something or get over a card so that I can read the text, anything. That's why we have a chat, mates. The allies cannot be rushed via Deepstone. That's a good point. Could have tried, but it's enter combat with a vampire, so you cannot rush the Legion with it. Even if you could have, I mean, there are 4 Tupdogs here, all ready for the defense, you know. They can block. And Lord Leopold Valdemar. Interesting. L'Assemblée Priestess came into, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's a new vampire from the Sabbath Precons. Well, at least he was in the Sabbath Precons. He played a number of mix of Bleed and Politics decks in l'Assemblée. Like, he's a bit expensive for a pure l'Assemblée Bleed deck and doesn't have Superior Dominate. But at the same time, he has a Priestess title, good strike range capacity, is a very solid vampire with a few votes. We can expect votes from that deck, or fear them, I don't know. This is unexpected, yeah. We didn't expect Farouk to play a l'Assemblée deck here. Good surprise. It's nice we have surprises yet. Time. It's bad turn now. So Villain getting some blood out of Nana, but already used 2 blood to pay for Smiling Jack. Yeah, at some point someone needs to go get that Smiling Jack. But it's a bold move to do that cross table. That's some blood, bruise and bleed. Yeah, maybe, because it does have superior potence, it does have superior dominate, so we won't be able to go them down to another vampire, but at the same time, it can very well mortal grapple and inflict like huge damage with potence here. I'm not a fan of bruise and bleed potence deck. So Bart's playing very carefully here. Second Ash Tablet in play. Third would be coming soon. He has a master action, I think. Yeah, because Villain was a trifle. So, third master. Playing the clock here. I'd say Roab is in a very good position with this such an early smiling. The Tupdogs cannot go after it. Probably Lassandra has a shot at disabling it if he plays stealth. But if he's planning on losing his way to Spine Jack and the Revolt, it would be a bit of work.
Oh yeah, entrancement. I didn't get over Discord if it was played to is the Legion. Yeah, that was the plan. And plays a direct intervention to prevent it. That's a bit aggressive to steal the Legion of your cross table here. I would have gone for that. Yeah, Jack is safe. He will stack counters, and that would be the doom of the table. The game will be fast, probably. So of course, direct intervention cancels the action. There was no action, so of course the minion doesn't knock. It's even though the card text. Then I can take another action, even another entrancement if she has another one in hand. It's a bleed. What will the convert do? Which cards on the arsenal? It's an Anarch counter. Use the Anarch convert to make him Anarch. Doesn't want to pay for his own revolt, you know. And the convert we're talking about him stays put. Some influence here. 4 points going down. Doesn't get flipped. Oh, discards Fear of Market. Interesting. This is the kind of card you play if you're playing a vote deck, but Nana doesn't have any vote. Maybe just to retaliate against vote decks, just because in a circles especially, it's a very specific counter. How did the Legionnaire get recruited? So if you just arrived, it was quiet to show. Played in Scepter on a Tupdog to give him Summon History and let him play Summon History. And he played Summon History to recruit the Legionnaire. A vessel is going down. No blood doll to destroy. So for now, everybody is able to pay for the Jack with the blood of the vampires, but at some point, blood will become scarce. Getting an ivory ball, one of the best weapons of the game, no question asked. Always a good move here. No block from Killian. No block from Bart. Paid. Hurts for Nana. Well, it depends. If Nana's playing really a lot of animalism, like what you would expect from Nana animalism deck with a lot of carrying closet from Bat stuff like that, yeah, it hurts a lot. At the same time, we kind of expect to see side deal out and see kind of a girls with presence deck here. We'll see. Going on Arc, of course, trying to avoid pay for the revolt no more. Cost 2 blood. Yeah. Less and less blood to pay for the spine jack here. Plus, as you saw, even if players don't play with pool, they still hit a bit because delaying waits for 2, where it could have been for 4, I guess, if not for the 2 bloods that were paid for the Smiling Jack. So really at some point is still some kind of pool loss. At this level, players are so accustomed to actually manage the blood of the vampires, get any unused blood back to the pool to get more vampires out. So anything is pool. Blood of the vampire, it is, you can think of it as some kind of pool too. And fish is out. Definitely Guri toolbox coming up here. Have a good point. Tupdog could probably go for the revolt here, because according to referendum to burn it, the +1 stealth political action. But is that undirected? I guess, yeah. Just does that. Goes for the revolt, but got a delaying tactic here. So we cannot call the vote anymore. Yeah, it's indirected. It's calling the vote basically, not targeting the card, per se. While it didn't work, Tupdog and burn, end of the minion phase. Wow, that gonna hurt. They just hunted and that's it. We're discarding the line tactics of his own. And back to Hoab, second level into play. Game is going good on his side. If it was not the case before, it's probably attracting quite the attention on the table right now. He is only 4th seed, but in a very good position. But while scattering pretty much everybody. So that's a bleed. And it's redirected. We guess to the prey, but it wasn't announced. Oh, it's a pull count. Yeah. So Guad at 17, Farouk has 15, Bart has 17. But Maintain is at 12 only, and Killian at 18. So it's more or less stable. Somewhere around 15, but Farouk and Maintain are low, and Bart and Killian are a little high. No, definitely not a timeout here, I guess. Unless something unexpected happens. And more bleed. Another redirection here. Played with on the Kiviv. And again, Bart takes the bleed. Yeah. That 2+2, that's a 4 pull loss here for Bart. Quite hard. And Lisa Noble gets out, which is typical of Winnie animalism construct, because she costs only 1, of course. Plus, really, strength malus is not so hard when you have enough head from bats and stuff like that in your hand. So Strange plays redirection. You mean instead of a more classical deflection? Yeah, especially since Vandama doesn't have dominated superior, so he can only do that if the vampire is younger. Plus, he has to lock, so he has to have unlucky to play a second one here. Bit of suboptimal, but at the same time, maybe he needs the blood for something else. I don't know. Vessel here. It's a strange choice, using redirection. Or maybe we didn't see the rest of the crypt. Maybe the crypt is supposed to play more superior dominate, and it makes sense to play redirection. You know, maybe there are 2 redirections and 8 deflection. It just, you know, the draw. May never know. Maybe Farouk sees this video and can explain us in the comments. Why the redirections? Where are the deflections, man? And it's Bart's turn. Probably expect the 3rd tablet now. Yeah, Farouk is in the severe pressure here. Down to Nightpool, still influenced, trying to get 2nd vampire out. Not sure how he will manage that, because next turn he will have to pay 2 pool and 4 blood or pool, you know. If nobody saves him from the Smiling Jack across the table. But yeah, right now Smiling Jack is putting pressure on everybody, so probably someone will try to take care of it. Oh, Zill's Valley. Yeah, didn't resolve the tap phase. Judge is calling for paying everything, you know. 3 points from the Jack, 2 points from the revolts. Well, he doesn't have to pay the revolt because of the convert, but he has to pay for the Jack. And it's 2 from Nana, 1 from the pool, I guess. Still missing a point here. Judge is coming in. If Tupdog has any other vampire, yeah, I would guess so. Like a plan B or something. I would expect him to rely on Tupdogs only. And I would even say, in this place, I wouldn't get 4 Tupdogs out every turn if I wasn't fishing from another vampire, because he doesn't really need them or use them here. So 2 would have been enough, you know. So if he's burning through them like that, it's because he's trying to fish for vampire, I guess. Yeah, so liquidation here. 3 blood for the Smiling Jack were paid from Nana. Yeah, probably the table may need to do something against the revolt and the Smiling Jack, but who would go for that? There's been no discussion yet on the table because yeah, you don't have the Discord here on your side, but I do. Yeah, right now players haven't yet began to discuss what do we do with awful Gangrel deck here. Maybe they're not too concerned. Maybe they have solutions on their side once Farouk is dead. Maybe they'll figure Farouk can take another turn, so it's not so urgent. We'll see. Yeah. Asher and liquidation. Basic classics of the blackjack here of the girls. There's nothing using Vido View. Maybe you can take a look at his discard here from the liquidation. Let's see. Oh no. I don't see the discard of anybody anymore. Sorry for that. But we saw some discard in the log, so that's here. Yankee Cog, Archon Investigation, Unleashed Hell's Fury. We can definitely expect Sybil here because, yeah, we need Daemonion for that. Some Zill's Valley, Golconda, Tablets, and Psychomachia. Sybil's coming, guys. Used Wide View, then trashed it. Oh no, not trashed it, but stopped to use it. And Axinia is getting out. Second go. Very efficient to bounce the bleeds. That's a solid defense against La Sombra if they intend to bleed. We don't know that yet. Maybe they will just vote and Axinia is up for nothing. Convert gets up. She's Anarch. That's good for her. Fetching another crit card. Where is Sybil? Waiting for her. Seems like the deck expects Sybil to be out. You see, you have two vampires here, 8 and 9, classic girls, but they cannot play Enkill Cog because they are not at 10 capacity. Neither has Daemonion, so they cannot play Unleashed Fury or even Trachomachia to its whole potential. So Sybil seems to be key here in the deck, and she's not in the crypt. So we're waiting for her. Decided to go for Axina straight and not use Wide View directly to shuffle through the crypt and get Sybil out as soon as possible. Probably because he already has Nana and she gives him 2 master actions, so it may consider her enough for the moment or for the time being. And Axina is kind of an urgency in a girl's deck because as soon as she's out, it really slows down any blade deck. So maybe it was concerned about the Last Sombra here, because Last Sombra is known for the blades. Tribute on the side of the Gruy, getting some blood back. Yeah, blood is pool. Sorry, I'll move the log back. So yeah, I paid with fish for the smiling. Has an anak now, so it doesn't pay for the revolt. But that's acting. Yeah, that's a good point. Farouk is in a bad position, but he is top seed. So probably second seed is okay with having him leaving the table. Others may not care so much. It's hard to be first seed and to be hammered upon like that so soon in the game. Hard to find somebody to come to your rescue here. Sorry, I missed it a bit, but Gulwi had the land. Was played during a hunt, of course. Gets blood. Gets more blood. It's a bit of a slow start. So we'll resolve the Legionnaire first. Vessel. She has an counter, Avery, and Vessel on. Whichever. 7 cards discarded for Legion. 7 others for another. So first Legion get a Legion out, second Legion out, uses their power to get the third out. It's a famous Legion chain here. Pays for the revolt with the pool. Pay for the jack with the top dogs, maybe. He's asking Farouk if he will vote to destroy the revolts if he goes for them before deciding to burn the blood on the top dogs. It should be an automatic yes here. Farouk didn't get it. They're discussing that. Yeah, obviously Farouk agreed to burn the revolt if the top dogs went for them. Yeah, Bill should not be too thrilled to have his prey make his first VP so fast. That's a hard one. So playing Agent of Power for Temperis. And it's washed. Yeah, Roab detected that. Probably the ability to play Temperis was key to the deck. And yet he plays Inceptor instead. So of course the Summon History gets there, so he can play it. Hesitating for the other cards. But yeah, the whole idea is he can fetch a Legionnaire from the deck because of incentive card text and put it into the discard this way. Next move, don't you think? Because once it's a discard, it can come back. Well prepared with the Whoosh here. Yeah, maybe he analyzed the decks of the opponents. It's getting a dealing tactics from the library. Just cycling it, I guess, to make sure it doesn't draw it later. Voting for the revolt, and it's burned. Burn the other one, and it's burned. Yeah, revolts are gone, only the jack is remaining, but that would be a directed action to actually burn the jack, so the top dogs cannot do it. Sadly, a vampire only can burn the card as the action, so the Legion cannot do it either. Needs to be someone else. It's a blade, simple blade of one from the Legion. Reasonable tries to block. She does. Is blocked. Playing Kyron Crows. That's for you, of course, but it's already that plus the end from that. That could take care of the Legion by itself. And that's done. The Legion's dead. So even without a strength, she can take a Legion. But Tupdog goes for Summon History now. Because, yeah, no stats on that. So maybe he wanted to see Legionnaire blocked before he goes for it. Choose Predator and answer block, but he gets 2 stats out of the skin of the chameleon. Goes for Crywolf. Can act immediately because Summon History just puts it into play. It's not recruited, so it doesn't have to wait the next turn. Goes into combat directly with Lord Ashton. Playing classical combination, Crows and Bats. Karen Crows has nothing to say about that. He goes straight to the airship. That's a hard prey. That's a hard prey for this deck. What will the last Tupdog do? Stay for the block. Bleed to get the edge. Maybe getting the edge. Have to begin somewhere. Bobby still has 15 pool. That's a lot. Bill at 13. Sebastian 2. Bart and Farouk at 9. Both of them. Interesting. So it's getting new crypt cards. Let's see how it goes this time. More Tupdogs or something else? And more Tupdogs. Maybe I was only Tupdogs, I don't know. Lobster, kept the edge. Putting a counter on the Anarch, probably. On Jack, famous Jack. It's well equipped to take care of the legions. Will probably continue to go forward. It goes for the rush. Yeah. Probably get fed up of being redirected and trying to handle La Sombra here, hand in hand. So it's okay. Plays immediately, drawing out the beasts and Karen Crows. So Dipsong looks at Vampire. Yeah, Edge is paying for Smiling Jack. That's a good position he's in. So yeah, combatants, basically. Not so simple to take the lesson bar down. But now he's locked. We'll need a wake to redirect the bleeds. Two bleed from one. That's two pull removed. 7 remaining. And of course another vampire getting out. I mean, probably, yeah. Pitra. Another classical inclusion in Winnie Animalism decks. I mean, aggregate damage and bad is just, nice gift because side build, the named, Zapper. There's a lot of them around in tournaments. But yeah, the main point is she costs only 5 and she has superior animalism, which is good. So Valdemar is knocked. Pays for the jack. 2 and 2. 2 from pool, 2 from the vampire. Leaving him at 5 pool and poor Valdemar with only 2 pool. Going to burn the jack, yeah, of course, it's only time. One has to wonder why it didn't happen last turn, basically. Petra's trying to block. So that's TES, it seems. It's blocked. Probably you were right about the bruise and bleed kind of stuff. Shadow body, probably that would be good. Yeah, continuing the action as if unblocked. So two combat cards here. The beast and the crows are basically lost to nothing. That may have been the plan from the start, yeah. But it still has some stats somewhere. Just didn't need it right now. Nice threat out of the table here. But yeah, Farok is at 5 pool. The second vampire is probably not getting out now. It does. It does get out. Down to 1. 1 pool only to get Badr out. An excellent lesson right here. There's less for Celebration card, has whole clan discipline at inferior, and costs only 7. A good one, because if it had costed 8, it was like the demise, immediate demise. But yeah, will it be enough? We have enough deflection to not die from, with only 1 pool left. 4 vampires on the predator's side. Not sure Bill can do anything about it. It's a bold move. It's a bold move. It has to do it. It cannot, just survive with with 1 vampire for the pleasure of the table. It has to offset its balance in some way. Try something. Yeah, just basically Anarch Rivals next turn and it's done. Not even a bleed required. That's really a dangerous position. Probably won't make it. So, but to play. Nice secure having on Nexinia. Not a bad idea, I would say. Make sure that your men are deflecting giant stays up and running cannot be rushed by the deep songs. Has to, prepare. Third Asher, it's the table. Has to prepare for his next predator to be Hoab very, very soon. Probably next turn. That was very, very swift start by Rohab, but right now it's a bit at a stop. He has 4 vampires out. VP almost guaranteed. Oh, that's a nice move. Could play the gold comb on Leopold to save him, save his predator. They're discussing it. He's explaining that it was just putting him back in the hand because of the tablets,
What do you think? I would play that. Definitely. Golconda on Valdemar. Like, doesn't really have blood left. Will give you 8 pull and a chance to actually play the next turn. Would say no to that. Plus with Axinia up, really, I wouldn't fear a single La Sombra too much. Would probably serve as a buffer for the next Predator. Would still probably take the deal of the Golconda just because of the chance to play another turn. Seems like a no-brainer. But you never know. You never know. Hesitating. Bart is still considering what to discard. So yeah, that's what he moved. Sphinx, Entrancement, Tablets, Lost Problem, Kikog, Investigation, Psychonacia, Liquidation, Legion, of course, remaining Ash Tablets, and discards, and then Division Awakening. Everybody paid enough pull during unlock already. I mean, there's probably no need for that. So get the 3 pull from the tablets, of course. And now, third master? No. We played these 2 masters already, so you cannot play Golconda right now. Yeah, we thought that earlier. Definitely Daemonian cards here. We sure Sibyl is somewhere in the deck. Plus Ankle Cog, you need some 10 capacity vampire to play that. Pool is a bit low right now because it's at 11 only. We will need liquidation and tablets. More liquidation and tablets. Probably Villain on Axinia at some point to get Sibyl out. But she will get out. So the Sphinx is burned for yet another transfer. No discards. Who we are playing? Wide View. It's a really widely played card. You can only have like 2 or 3 in the deck, or even 1 or 2. If you expect to be able to get like a third vampire out, and you would like to get a choice in your crypt because you have 3 or 4 copies of your stars, it's a nice way to ensure that somewhere in the game after 20 or 30 cards you get one, and you can actually do what you want. Founders of the Ebony Kingdom. It's like the super governed underlying superior here, moving 4 blood from the bank to an uncontrolled vampire. It's probably the best card the Guru have to offer. And it's a direct intervention from Bart. Doesn't want his prey to build up too much. Yeah, 4 blood is a lot. Even more given that everybody lost quite a bunch of blood to the Rebels and the Smiling Jack earlier. Still hope to win the game. Well, yes, I guess Sibyl is not so bad in position. She has Axinia with a secure haven. It's very hard to get around, yeah? So what may hurt quite a bump. Legionnaire always have a chance. It's a really hard position with an animalism prey, but it's still a long and constant pressure, this Legionnaires. I have no idea what the Guru can do. It's trying to rush Nanaburuku with Deep Song. It's converse blocking. Successfully blocking. Using an animalism combat module 2 wizard from bats as his cross-table counterpart. It's going to press. And do it again. And at the end for the convert is in torpor. probably will stay there for a while. Bachelor is doing the same action, Founders of the Ebony Kingdom again. This time, no direct intervention, it's going through. This is wide view. So we drew one card too much. That happens from time to time. Basic rule here is you just put the card back, cancel draw, and then shuffle a library. So you don't know what you will be drawing. Another wider view. Transfer here. So who is fishing for another vampire? Third time. That's a good point about Founders of the Ebony Kingdom. It's supposed to be put on the card and stay there. I didn't catch that. It's a bit messy. It's not a perfect wide view, you know, action here. So yeah, anyhow, we're now cops up right now, so it doesn't matter really to have left this founders or not. So Bill's turn. Going for Legionnaire. Oh, I was hoping for the Tupdogs to get out. They don't get out now. So removes a bunch of cards from the action to pay for the legions. Oh yeah, they're arguing that he is burning the Tupdogs out of the airship, and was wondering if they were in the airship to begin with, or just removed from the game. Card text is they're burned, so burn means in the airship. Yeah, Founders of the Ebony Kingdom gets burned when the vampire gets out, but he didn't get out immediately. Waited for the end of the influence phase, so we're telling that Founders of the Ebony Kingdom should have stayed until the vampire gets out. It's burned. Not an error here. Going on with yet another Scepter, playing Summon History. Same combo every turn. The deck has to be filled with those to be able to pull that out. More dealing tactics. How many does he have? He's cycling them like crazy. That's a nice way to cycle cards in Scepter, in fact. So Legionnaire is bleeding. Again, he's put into play, not recruited, so he can act a turn. He's brought into play. This time it gets the edge. Can expect maybe more bleed out of that. So it's asking Farouk if toporizing one of Rab's minion would be enough to keep him alive. Farouk answers, I don't know, maybe with enough. So he will summon Mystery for one at Inferior. Let's see what he comes up with. Does he intend to go for Cry Wolf again? For one, I don't think so. It would be 0. Why is Leopold still in the game? What do you mean, still in the game? He didn't have any opportunity to do otherwise. Like his prey got Conda, but only in his hand. He didn't have the master phase to play it. I was wondering about a clip card Sebastian left left it somewhere. Yeah, I thought so too. No, he just showed it because it was coming back to his hand. I was expecting him to play it because it was such a beautiful play, you know. But he didn't have the third master action. He has played Secure Haven and then the third tablet before getting to the Golconda. So yeah, it's another Cry Wolf. So he rushes Bothwell, hoping to toporize him. Reset goes. Yeah, of course. More red from Bat and Carrion Crows here. And a target vital. Yeah. I think that's the death of the death of the Cry. That's a really harsh prey for this Cry Wolf Legionnaire deck here. Basically, Carrion Crow and Ed from Bats can handle any ally he gets out. I wonder if he has another solution in the deck. We didn't see it. So he's bleeding. That goes through for one. Tupdog goes from scrounging. It's basically an action to cycle. Well played, but as Tupdogs cannot do anything, I mean any directed action, so they need a interesting and directed action to use. Plus the number of combination you need with, you know, Summon History and Scepter, having to have them together. Yeah, Legion Blades, 2 of them. That brings the Wrap to 9, but Farouk is still probably ousted next turn, so you can expect 6 more pull, bringing him back to 15. That's a long road to the victory point, mate. Discarding Legionnaires. Another scrounging. Interesting. It's beautiful to see this kind of mechanic going down, you know. Scepter with Summon History, scrounging, a lot of Legionnaires, no Harbingers in the play, no Trainer anti-tribute, neither of those. It's fun. I would still expect an Antonio or, I mean, another Trainer anti-tribute at some point to get that. But, and 2 Blitz. Down to 7 for Wahab, but his price going down, most likely. Tupdogs are burned. 4 new clip cards. Maybe something else this time. I don't know. What do you think? You think he has something else that Tupdogs in there? Only 3. That's a change. And it's down to discard. It's counting cards. I don't know which ones. Maybe cards the removed and airship to know where is that with the inceptors and some mystery stuff. I don't know. Yeah, it costs a bit of pull, but you get unlock blockers every turn because the previous top dogs, even if they're acted, they burn and you bring new ones out. So kind of it's a bit intensive in terms of action. Yeah, as you guessed previously, the Anar Revolt here alone is single-handedly killing Farouk. And he will begin to rush, but we're probably elsewhere. Oh no. Still rushing Valdemar. I don't know why. He just killed him. He could already rush Axinia or something. Oh no, didn't kill him. There's a vessel on Valdemar. So he's not dead just with the revolt. That's a tricky one. I would have missed it probably. So Farouk has asked Predator to wait a bit because he doesn't know. So yeah, even just removing the blood out of Valdemar it basically gives a VP because of Vessel. Vessel could be used to pay for the revolt because it's used during the unlock phase. It's the same moment when you have to pay for the revolt. So as active player, you choose the order of effect. You can use your vessel first, then pay the revolt and not die. Nice touch. With an additional try of stealing 2 blood. So not so easy to kill. Takes 1 damage from drawing out the beast. And it seems there's no press. Not so easy to take Valdemar down. Nice. Unexpected resistance from Farouk here. So no bleeding with Ashton. Gets deflected this time. See, he has deflections. We're wondering because he played 2 redirections at the beginning of the game. But has options. Bart is getting it. Laxenia serves her purpose here. It's a bleed of 1, so I guess only if he has Mastercards to cycle. Laxenia couldn't really bounce any vampire during the turn. It's only once each turn, but it takes it down to 8 pool. Farouk is playing out of 10 here. He's taking it back. That was a bit unexpected. Nice combat trick here. We can replay that. Find a card again with the Arms of the Abyss. Nice card to have when you have Valdemar, in fact. Plus, everybody have stuff against combatants, but dodges are often
like underestimated. Yeah. Calling for turns, so Nosfarouk turn is not ousted. Plays with the vessel. Still at one pool and you can play, you can act. Nice move. Yeah, deflection plus redirection. You can play the two of them. Or it's governing to a younger vampire, govern soup, of course. Get some blood back in the undirected region. Probably planning to getting it back in the pool, basically. Which I hope so. Trying to resist a bit longer. And that's it for the turn. Yeah. Hey, not so dead. We really did not expect him to survive, like, survive this turn. I guess the rest of the table neither. Nice, very nice move from Farouk. So only one master left for Bart because he played direct intervention last turn. Could calm down Nana. Not even helping his predator at this point. Just playing his game, playing his deck, building up. That makes sense. Not really Nana you want out in this deck, it's Tiberial. And she will get there soon. She's at 4 already. Yeah, just influencing. Axina is staying posed and knocked, ready to deflect, ready to bounce with a awesome power. But having no pressure at all at this point. So really has all the time in the world to play his deck. I mean, the Guru here, I've been rushing once or twice, but will they continue to do so? Shouldn't they handle the prey at some point? I know. Renner goes for the heart. Yeah, we didn't see that yet in the game. Basically seen almost in every game, the heart of Nisket is famously famous heart. Sees a lot of play because the way it enables you to cycle cards, it's so powerful. Cannot be overestimated, basically. It's hard to really figure out the kind of impact it has on the game. You kind of see it when you play it yourself. You see how convenient it is to just get 3 more cards, get your choice of cards, get some cards back in your library during a game. It gives your deck perfect rotation. So basically you optimize everything your deck can do. It's even better in toolboxes, of course, but it's potent in basically any deck. And for the opponents, it's hard to figure out really what impact it has because you don't see the cards and the deck just continue to play, and you don't know how much of an impact the heart has done here. Is it because of the heart that you have this additional bleed or additional wake that you wouldn't have had otherwise? You cannot really figure that out. You just have to guess. But it's really powerful. So getting it out of the table, out of the vampire, can be quite urgent if you want to take the player down, basically. So just hunting right now. Hoab is trying to encourage him to take down the Legion because he thinks he's going to die from the blades of the Legion, and he may have a point. Already 4 Legions out, 2 more coming. At some point, he cannot block everything, and he has only a limited number of head from bats, we guess. Yeah, he's asking for a rush quite strongly. Drawing arrows on the game table. But it doesn't get it. Just a discard and 10 for Bill. Losing 1 from the Unraveled. Yeah.
So we're more or less at the middle of the time for the game. Guess a little less because it's only 22 and the game has paused for a while because of technical issues in the beginning. More Legionnaire out. Just counting cards again. Can he bring another one? Asking himself how many Legionnaires he does have in the deck. Probably more than 5. 7 of the cards are removed for a 6 Legionnaire. So that's really textbook Legion play here. Like add 2 or 3 of them every turn until nobody can resist the pressure anymore. Spun the Agent of Power for Temporis, of course, on Tupdog. So it's alternating between the Agent of Power and the Inceptor. We've seen last turn that even a wash doesn't necessarily manage to stop that because it can play the other one, basically. Oh, second one of them. If he plays enough. Yeah, one of each. 2 Tupdogs are getting Temporis right now. Of course, fetching a summon history for the Inceptor. And then he's using cards from his hands. So basically, he uses Inceptor to cycle. That's a nice take on the card. Cycling the dealing tactics and numerous dealing tactics he has in the decks, just to prevent Ancilia Empowerment and Anarch Uprising. These votes that would do as many damage as he has minions. So yeah, of course it would be 9 pull damage just for 1 vote. It's enormous. Bleeding for 1. It's blocked by Legionnaire. And she goes for the crows. And the bats. Again, killing a Legion with 2 cards. How many times can he achieve that? And at what point will the Legion overrun his defenses is the question. He has been asking for help to his cross table, so may not be that confident that he can really block them. This bleed gets through. This one too. Probably down to 5. What is he doing with his last vampire here? He's not confident that Botwell can do anything with the Legion, but really let them get through. Yeah, Farouk is asking for a removal of the Legion. He has 3 Tupdogs, maybe he can get the action to remove the Anarch Revolt here. Another bleed for 1. This time it's blocked. And this time no pre-maneuver, just the single head from bats here. He has it as inferior only, so not even a press to try to take down the Legion. Just losing the head from bats, not killing the Legion. It's not ideal. Seems like it's the end of the road for Rohan. You really need his victory point now. But there are still 3 Tupdogs to play. They can recruit more Legion, and this Legion could bleed right now. Summon's history. Yeah, of course, Predator tries to intervene, but he has this awesome stealth card, the Skin of the Chameleon, that he doesn't even pay, and that's 2 stealth more. So, 2 stealth for the Legion. Oh, but of course, then effective. A classical ally for Summon History deck. We should have thought about that. So he's bleeding for 2 here with 1 stealth. So you should normally you would have to be Bali to play him, but with Summon History, really, you don't need to. So he's scourging with the other Tupdog, probably trying to lunge here. If you manage to have the right card at hand,
another summon history can get a bleed of one, either with the Legionnaire or any other ally that can bleed, basically. But he will need a summon history in his hand. What does he draw? Discarding down for liquidation. Two liquidations discarded. So what's the play? Yeah, he got his summon history here. That's probably the kill. Just a Legion should be enough if there's no other kill on Hoab side. Yeah, Hoab saw that too. He's already announcing that he loses. He has the stealth, even if the Predator tries to block. That's unexpected if Hoab gets out right now. So, is it a Legion? Does he have any other ally that can bleed? Kiana, simply, she can bleed. Interestingly enough, she can burn equipments. Nice card against magnums or ivory bows, stuff like that. But especially magnums. 44 magnums, it can be very damaging to the Legion here. Just fetch Kiana and you can burn her. And that's it. That's the last bleed. Hoab's at 0. First victory point for Bill. That was unexpected. Such a nice beginning for Hoab. And a lunch that was, I mean, everybody thought that he really could handle Farouk and oust him the last turn, and magically Farouk resisted it. Just a single turn. And then Bill gets the oust. Nobody saw that coming. I didn't saw that coming. I mean, Hoab announced it. He asked for a rush because he was thinking he could really be ousted here. Yeah, it's an amazing turn. It's an amazing turn. You see the potential of the deck, like the power of these Tupdog shenanigans playing Temporis here. It's unexpected, but it's quite powerful now. I mean, look at that, so many allies. What would Farouk do? So it's now 7 pull only. It costs a lot. Yeah. Did get his pull from the VP, right? I mean, I guess so. Yeah, I got it. It was very well played. An amazing turn. Dreams of the Sphinx. Yeah. I'm gonna use that pull. Maybe the last turn. So what do you think now, chat? Who's going to win this? We are all thinking like 2 turns ago that Hoab was really top dog here, going for the win, and now he's down. We're down to 4 players. Bill seems to have the upper hand, but will it last, really? He really has a second VP just in front of him, but, you know, Farouk has resisted another Predator already, so maybe he can resist this one. We're already on Bat's turn, so it was just dreams and nothing else from Farouk. And finally, Saibili sees play. They're all laughing over the Discord. Bard is so pleased to get her finally out. It was a struggle for him. Complaining about his script being very poor. Yeah, that's true. Any more intercept on the table and the Tupdogs wouldn't be so free to get the Salmon history through. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, probably Farouk gets down, but I would expect the girls to resist quite some time here. I mean, they have entrancement, Asher tablets.
Expect them to have a lot of stealth too with Sybil. May be able to steal the ally needs to steal, resurrect those he cannot handle otherwise. It would be a long grind to get at the girls. Plus, they generate a lot of pool. So, leaving them enough is a challenge. Maybe down to a duel between the girls and the Legion. But we didn't see much of the Gory toolbox yet. Yeah, Valdemar can really take. He can steal blood or life, becoming blood. So we can really take a Legion one after the other without the help of any card. Yeah. It's hard to keep him alive. Contesting the dreams. Though laughing, it seemed to be a genuine mistake from Mintate here, which really intend to do that. Yeah. This is all these allies, 7 allies, 8 bleed here. Because then effectively it's for 2, basically. That's hard to resist. Founders of the Ebony Kingdom still building up here on the Gory toolbox side. It's a slow deck. They ask for game save here. Seems like a player, yeah, main disconnected. Okay. So Bart is disconnected here. Yeah, 22 left. Started the game with more than 40. We're talking about Killian's crypt here with the Tupdogs. Unusual large crypt, as you expect from a Tupdog deck. So Rudolph tells us that Mantis decks it's time to build up, but afterwards it swarms prey off the table. Maybe we'll see that here. May have some time on his hands because girls haven't even begun to bleed, you know. Plus Rudolph being German. Knows him well, probably knows the deck. But right now, it doesn't do much. Already one player out. We don't really see the impact of the Kuri deck on the table. It feels a little moot, you know. We're waiting for Main Tate and Bart to come back. Main Tate is back. Waiting for him to sit. Yeah, that's it. They can reload the game now. That's it. So, game started again. Founders of the Ebony Kingdom has played. There's no block. And it stays. But Shiva is playing another founder. Yeah, interestingly enough, she's not Liban anymore because she's an arc. But the card does not require the Guru to be Liban. Only the one uncontrolled has to be Liban here. So yes, Nana can play it on a Liban. And the bleed for 1. Yeah. Of course, the Tupdog tries to block here. And he manages to block. No pre-maneuver, no maneuver. A punch of 1, and the same for the Tupdog. Interesting combat. Fetching a card from the crypt. Contest of Dream may be deciding for the game. Yeah, it looked like, from what I heard in the Discord, it looked like a genuine mistake from main Tate. He apologized for it, but he played the card, so he had to keep it basically. And at the same time, yeah, it's dreadful for Farouk. They could have used it for more cards, more deflections, solutions in combats, anything. And right now he doesn't have the pool really to pay for the contest, and it's a harsh move to the cross table when you're down to full player. I'm not sure it decided the game. I mean, Farouk is really in the bad position here. So, fetching Legends. Yeah. It's down and 33 cards in the library and 22 in the crypt. There's more card to go, you know. 2 Legends coming up. Edge of Power for Temporals. We know the move now. So he's playing Liquidation. Didn't show on the table, but he warned the other players on Discord. There you go. Of course, we see like the constant content of the game: Liquidation, Summon History, Agent of Power, and Scepter. More Summon History and more skin of the Chameleons too to get the stealth needed. Yeah, probably some kind of royalty that could stop that dead in its track. Second tradition would be so efficient to just, you know, block the tough dogs anytime they try to summon history, and the deck cannot play anything at all. So now it's bleeding for 1. But first bleed goes through. That's unexpected. Yeah, that's saving the game because Killian doesn't see the pool change of spray, so it's probably or maybe getting disconnected too. They're waiting a bit. It doesn't seem to disconnect. So he's not seeing the pool change, he's just disconnecting and reconnecting by himself. So Mark81 in the chat is telling us, I opened to see the game, I see the deck, and immediately I knew the deck was from Killian. Yeah, this kind of... I mean, this is high-level deck building here, because it's not like a common archetype like you see everywhere. It's really something new, and it's working above expectations, really. So you don't see this kind of deck so often. Really a new concept, working so well, achieving a victory point already in the final at this level. It's really top-notch deck building skill here. You can expect that from the top players in the world, like Wells. Yeah, Malkavian, you had the chance to play against it. I mean, the chance, the malediction maybe. Suffered from the deck some weeks ago. Of course, it went through testing, so some players have seen it already. It was played during the preliminaries in the league. Plus, yeah, definitely Bill is a specialist of Cyber Legion deck here. He has tested many variations of it. Even during the preliminaries, has played three different builds around the Legionnaires. Rudolph has played him twice. I mean, two Legionnaires decks, different builds, but two Legionnaires decks. Yeah. And Rudolph, did you win any of those games, or were you just crushed by the Legion every time? Yeah, once they spread the Legion, you cannot stop it really. Malkavian, yeah, lost every time, I guess. They're reloading the game until they get it right. Timer is resumed. Game begins anew. So many issues with Lucky again. So Legion bids for one. Yeah, of course. But blocking. Oh, an entombment directly. So just burning the lie. No negotiation here. But still strikes for two. So that's four in total. Yeah. She only pays one for the entombment, of course. Yeah. One less, seven more coming. That's the problem with Legion. You can kill them, they come back. It costs still it costs card from the airship, so that's really infinite. Can basically come back twice, something. But that's already too much, I mean. So bleeding for one again. So they're discussing the pool amount of Farouk because the judge thinks should be at 3. Yeah, deck is very solid. Yeah, probably any amount of this intercept can really stop it. It seems nobody was prepared for that on that table. And that's it. He's ousted. Now, of course, too many blades to handle. That was expected. Second VP for Bill. Looks like the good road here. And now it's time to handle the girls. That may be a little bit harder here. But it's a 12 pool, plus the girls. They have so many blood on the vampires, so you can basically still villain for 10 or something. Damn. We got another disconnection from Bart. This is going on so many disconnections.
That's not very stable at all. Very, very beautiful play from Bill here. And nice deck, yeah. The timer is paused with 1 hour remaining. But interestingly enough, the two girls that pass the most time building up the Guri toolbox and the girls here are still into play. They both still have a chance to the win. They're reloading. Game is right. Timer is resumed. Legion is bleeding. So Axinia uses a power, discards the partner to redirect bleed. Sarah's blocking. Inferior carrying crew. And the hands. That may be enough. That will be enough. Schmidt and Barth could find a way to team up. While Axinia redirecting the bleeds can really be something here, because the Animalism combat module can really take care of the legions. So if every turn Axinia redirects a legion and Sebastian kills one, that's already that off the shoulders of the girls. Plus, I say the girls can actually block quite a bit, so they can resist this kind of bleed for multiple turns. Provided they manage to, you know, thin out the minions a bit. But I would expect some entrancement then. I mean, after all this Asher Tablet stuff. Yeah. Jen is bleeding. Well, this one is easy to kill. But blocking with Cybele is not very really a play here because she's infernal, costs a pool to unlock her at the beginning of the pool, so at the turn. So really blocking on or letting it through is a bit of the same thing. The dogs are summoning history, of course. But they will definitely try to block that, but they have the stairs, probably. Yeah, the two are ganging up. I mean, maybe you can oust him. I mean, from a table balance or VP point of view, that's really the only play the two of them have right now. They need to oust the Legion first and then figure out a duel by themselves, or nobody wins but Bill. So they will try everything to oust the two VPs here. Tupdogs are getting out. New Tupdogs are coming up. Or maybe we will see something else. Maybe he has another vampire outside of the Tupdogs, you know. You never know. Maybe it's just Tupdogs, really. It's time to discard phase. For sure, the Tupdogs. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, deck actually executes quite well with just them, so you don't really need another vampire here.
it could make sense to have, one Tremere anti-trigger in the crypt at some point, a low one, just to be able to bleed with the Tupdogs for additional launch power. Oh, hello, Saturn. No, he's not fishing. It's not. He doesn't play anti-tribute Tremors. It's the Tupdogs are doing that by themselves. Thus, they're using Agent of Powers, Scepters to get Temporous, then use Summon History to actually summon allies. Legion, most of them, but also, as you see, Venificti, Jana, all that. Yeah, Summon History, mate. That's how he gets the Legion out. So right now the two other players are discussing a bit what they can do. Discussing that Axinia can bounce and that the Guru can block a bit. Bart is done at 9, saying that he can probably get some pullback. Taking his time a bit. Less than 1 hour left. They want to play it faster if they want a chance for the win. Yeah, 30 spectators. Welcome everybody. It's nice to have so many people watching the finals. Bart is thinking, considering his options, mumbling a bit. It's taking him some time to figure out a plan here. For sure, it's not an easy predator to handle. Still, I don't know what he's waiting for. Bart, mate, what are you doing? He's lost in his thought. Yeah, Rudolph's telling us that main taste has no stars, no bones. So he has a hard time handling the Tupdogs. Yeah, he's basically just trying to go for the overwhelming power bleed stuff. It's really, really resilient to that Tupdogs because they have like 4 unlocked minions every turn. They can block a bunch of things. We have seen a dozen of delaying tactics to delay the votes, possibly damaging votes that could happen here. Probably no intercept at all, but if you don't have at least a bit of stealth, you can get through the Tupdogs easily. Some direct intervention to take care of the entrenchments, but well, pattern is coming into play. Second Master is a liquidation. A bit more pull, back to 10.
Yeah, Rudolph's telling us that Bart probably cannot afford to try to launch an oust main phase too soon because of the back rushes. Definitely a 5 deep song on Cybele probably will take her down at some point. So yeah, I guess you're right. Has to handle Killian first. Yeah. Plus, well, basically, it's still in a tricky spot hit here, Bart. It's being bled quite a bit in return, and if it doesn't do anything, I mean, it will be ousted before it can even have a chance to oust his prey. So Jack Washington is into play. Bart is basically asking for Mates if you can block him if he bleeds. Are there any votes in Bart's airship? I didn't see any in the discard. I mean, I can't see the airships anymore at that point in the game because they reloaded so many times. And when you're a spectator, you don't see anything, sadly. But yeah, I didn't see any votes. Plus, with the number of dealing tactics that Bill has discarded, I wouldn't expect the votes really to do something here. So tries to block, use Psychomatia to unlock. So they negotiated this just basically to cycle the cards, try to find solutions against the Legion here. Well, 3 vampires for the blocks, 6 allies, probably 8 once the Legions come back. It's end of the turn for Bart. We'll just stay fully in defense here with only 10 pull left. A bit of a stretch. Should still hold the turn, but we have seen previously how the Tupdog's Legion deck can really, increase bleed power so fast, so unpredictably because of the summon story. It's hard to actually compute how many bleed they can get through. Minutes playing, using the dreams to just got back because it's not contested anymore. Using it for cards, plus he has the heart, so that cycles basically his entire hand here. Maybe he also has some entrancements to play. You never know. Does he have like superior presence? Yeah. Batsheva has superior presence. Lumumba too. Bring one pull back to Batsheva with the vessel. Put the vessel and fish. Down to 7 pull. He's also in a bit of a tight spot because should not underestimate the girls and their bleed power. It can unexpectedly bleed you for 6 any single turn. And he doesn't have any discipline for bounce here. So he cannot totally discover himself. It's tight game still. Guardian Angel and Batsheva. Costly but a nice master because damage prevention can really be useful. Included against his Legions of Bill, plus the intercept bonus. But yeah, Maintains won't see the colors of the Legion. If Bill manages to oust his prey, that's the 3rd victory point for him, and the game win, basically. And then it goes for a Kevlar vest, fully protected from the Legion, from no harm. But will it matter
the question. I don't think so. I mean, Axinia will probably deflect the Legion every turn, but that's assuming the bot will last more than 1 or 2 turns. Going for a bleed for 1, killing Tupdogs here. An unnecessary investment, MasterCard. I mean, yeah, Vessel plus the Guardian Angel plus the KFS, if you count the equipment, it's a 4 pool room down on the table here. It's down to 4. That's a really dangerous position. And he's not getting much out of it. I still has that to play. So ever-going founders of the Ebony Kingdom. That can bring pool back as well as just getting a vampire out. Hello, Inferior. Nice to have you here. Yeah, well, Bart will definitely let him oust his prey if he can, but can he? Right now he's bleeding for 1, getting blocked, but getting just blocked by Tupdogs. No, definitely not a thrilling situation for Bart. We'll see how it goes. Still has so much blood of vampires, can villain at any point, really. Still bleeding, still getting blocked. Yeah, that's 3 Tupdogs out. But 1 is enough for the summon history now. So what will he do with the transfers? Does he get the pullback, or we try for a 6th vampire? Trying to have a run is on prey. You would need a 6th vampire if you want to get through the Tupdogs at some point. Oh, he's burning the wide view, not doing any transfers, but getting the pullback from the wide view. That's a smart move. Yeah, rather upsetting us if Bart got enough ousting power, might go for ousting Meditate and then enter the 1-1. That's a good question. I would say there's too many legions left for that right now, but that's certainly a scenario. Has only 2 vampires. Even with their appellation, you wouldn't expect like more than 6 of blade from these 2 vampires. Plus, Axinia usually doesn't have much stealth, you know, so it's hard to get bleed through. We see how it goes. Yeah, Saturn styles as depending on Bart's survivability. Something to be said for letting Killian and Method burn, of course. Yeah, of course. I would be all in favor of them hitting each other, but are they hitting hard enough? I mean, Killian just lost 3 actions out of his Tupdogs, but is it a bother from him? Like 2 legions are already coming back into the game. Tupdogs are hunting, not doing anything, and will burn at the end of the minion phase, but he still has this 1 Tupdog left. This turn he didn't play any card for Temperance, so won't be summoning history, but that's still, I mean, 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 9 bleed. Power of 9 here. Yeah, the Tupdogs in the airship fits the Emerald Legionnaire. That's why you can get so many out. That's a really nice balance here. This card said you having to redirect the blade of 150. Does he have the stealth to block that? The intercept, I mean. On main test side. Maybe he has a bit of animalism. That can happen. Oh, quad dogs. But Shiva is unlocking. Does she have the intercept? She has like all the equipment here. But she has the Guardian Angel. And the Ivory Bow. And the Kevlar Vest. Like everything she needs to kill the benefit here. cycling card using the carrion cows. Maneuvers from the guard dogs, staying far from them effective in Hibbons. BCP really needs to reprint Tupdogs. Yeah, I agree with that. I don't have the money to buy 40 of them. That's why like is so nice. I mean, it bugs a lot and players get disconnected, but you can play 60 Tupdogs. Not paying a dime. Legionnaire bleeding, they're getting through. So Veneficti is out, and it's a big thing because he was the one bleeding for 2. Really good play from the 2 other players, and they hardly had to negotiate that. Janna's bleeding. Maybe she will get killed too, or at least blocked, because she's not coming back like the Legionnaire is. Although I would argue that if Barth has a, lost in translation or some kind of bonus like that, could really try to bounce a Legion right into the hands of Petrified. It's just taking it. Legion is bleeding. Not much surprise here. Axid is blocking. I was a bit waiting for these Legionnaires with only 1 life left to come, so we can kill them. Killian saves the game. Yeah, we have had so many disconnections. This one is bleeding with Legionnaire with 2 life. Trying not to get blocked by Cyber. Maybe we keep the last one. Could basically lose the last one to Cyber, but he has only 7 cards left in the airship. Would be more with the Tupdogs going out, but only 11. Won't bring 2 legions with that. Yeah, that's it. Last legion is staying up for defense, probably. So like any Legions deck, it can still be exhaustive, even if it seems like you never see the end of it. At some point, you need a lot of cards in the airship, meaning you need to discard a lot or liquidate a lot. And you need a library to play. So it's down to 22 cards, 21 cards in the library now, 12 cards in the airship. It doesn't have so many roundabouts of Legionnaires left. Bart is down at 5, but not dead. What will he do now? We try to take his chance to house his prey, down at 6, or wait yet another turn. Probably depends on the kind of master cards he has. Yeah, everyone is a bit low. Bart's at 5, Mintis at 6, Killian is at 8, which is a bit more, but that means only 2 runs of Tupdogs remaining, and that's it. So, will it suffice? Bart's done at 5, but he has 3 I had 3 master plates. It's done at 2 because Pathing has been contested, but still he can do, 2 villains, 1 Golconda, something like that. Or liquidation, or I would expect him to put some ash tablets into play, but he doesn't have the 3 phases he would need to put all 3 of them at once. Presumably Killian is scammed up with direct tactics and direct interventions. I would expect some direct interventions in Sam. At least one, I guess. Direct tactics, he has been cycling them a lot
with Scourging and Inceptor, basically because no vote on the table. I'm not sure he even has one left. Your Bob was telling us. Not gonna lie, I kind of hope that Bill will drop one clan impersonation and bleed with the other top dogs here. That would be nice. One top dog going, transforming into trainer and tribute, just one of the three to bleed. For an unexpected spike into lunch power here. That would be nice. Oh, nice adjunction to the deck anyhow. Just, one in the whole deck. Maybe he didn't think about it. Maybe he'll watch the stream and modify the deck afterwards. Liquidation, of course. So one tablet, one liquidation. That's a choice he made here. Getting maximum pullback as well as preparing for the next turn to get yet more pullback and cards with the tablets if he, manages to go to the next turn. Yeah, good point. Clan impersonation costs 2 blood, so the top dogs cannot play it, sadly. You will need some kind of trick, like playing the line or something. But the line could have its place in the deck, I mean, with all the summon histories. Not that blood is really the issue, because... but you could summon history for 2 with the line. Where here, you're really locked to summoning history for 1. Bart is thinking. Yeah, for sure that's a tight spot. But timer's running. Right now, Bill's winning. Yeah, he's not doing anything. Going straight to discard. We're a bit wondering if we'll try to bleed or not. Killam is half joking, telling him, 2 bleeds from Sybil would do the job, and that would be 6 more pull for you. You should maybe shoot for that. You try to encourage him to have spray. Yeah, because this 6 guru is becoming a bit of a pressure here. He's using the dreams to get cards, plus he still has the heart here, so really can cycle his whole hand every turn. And spectators are still getting up. 46. Nice to meet you all, guys. Coming up late in the stream, you have down to 3 players. Bill Troxel, Killian here has 2 VPs with his awesome Tupdog Legionnaire deck, using summon history with the Tupdogs to summon Legionnaires, basically. That's very resilient, surprisingly resilient and powerful. And we have still 2 players already. We have the Guru toolbox of Mentate playing now, bleeding for 1, getting blocked by Tupdog. So carrying crows. fail. And stay down for a dodge. Smart move. Keeping the blood here. Doesn't want to hunt next turn. Big Batsheva is acting now. All founders of the Ebony Kingdom. Yeah, that's nice. Crows and stare down. You take damage, I dodge your strike, whatever it is. Bleed for 1 from fish. He has superior animals in this one, so still blocking with the Tupdog. No pre, no maneuvers. So still maneuver from bat. Getting blood out of the Tupdog will be obliged to end the next turn. Lumumba is going to fetch a Codex of the Ethnic Groundskeeper. Interestingly. So it's a very good equipment to get high blade if the defender doesn't have an untapped and unlocked minion, but here, how does that play? Because just cycling, I guess, but it's a bit astounding because he has the Heart of Niscadus, he has the Dreams, so when does it come down to him being obliged to cycle cards? Here the action gets +3 blade if the target method doesn't control a already unlocked minion. That these Tupdog's Legionnaire things, they will have an unlocked minion at any time in the game, at any point, whenever they want. I mean, until it dies because it doesn't have the pool to bring Tupdogs anymore. But it's pretty far-fetched. Yeah, but of saying no, he has to keep one ally unlocked. Well, he has the Tupdogs. As long as he can pay for them, you know. Nestor's bleeding. Tupdog's blocking. Seems like to be the game plan here for the Tupdog's Legionnaire. If you get bled without stealth, just block everything. Tupdog dies, that's a job. They costed 1 pool. They prevent the bleed of 1. In a sense, you're still bleeding for 1, you know. But if you plan to add modifiers to that, yeah, of course, you messed up. Good point for Rudolph. With the Codex of the Ethnic Groundkeepers, he could actually rush the remaining Tupdogs with deep sounds, just to allow the vampire with the Codex to be able to bleed for 4. So you have to keep an ally unlocked, an ally that cannot be rushed by the deep sound because it's not a vampire, just to disable the Codex bonus. Yeah, you're right. It's still a serious threat on the table. Bleeding for 1. Legion is blocking. Maybe he counted the card and counted that he can bring it back during the unlock. Yeah, that's a good point. Minted is down at 4 pool again, has to trust his predator not to oust him. That's a hard one. It's a tight game. Even now it's tight. No blade is getting through. We try to go with Rena, so that's vampire, or keep her for defense bet. Yeah, skipping her. Transferring back. I don't know about this move. I mean, at the same time, he knows that at least one Legion will be redirected to him. So, yeah, Killian's running out of pool. Still has 8 left. He doesn't need to get 4 Tupdogs every turn out necessarily. He can get down to 2 or even 1. You know, it can last a bit. Yeah, definitely. Killian might prefer the end game with the girls than the end game with the guru here. They are numerous. They have animalism to take care of the allies. So, but he wouldn't need to go down to a duel because if he ousts Bart, he has won the game with 3 VPs at the end of it. How much time is left? I can probably tell you that. 25 minutes remaining. Well, certainly there will be no end game between Mandate and Killian. If Killian ousts Bart, he wins. It's 3 VPs. It just has to oust Bart, and that's the end of the game, mate. So really it makes sense for him to go full forward here. So his turn. We're discussing maybe a sudden reversal here on the Inceptor. That would make sense. Stopping the potential summon history here may be key to survive yet another turn. So no sudden. Interesting. It's tough, says Bill. So summon story, another Inceptor. Cycling here, it seems. Fetching something from the library. Maybe another legend. Well, yeah, definitely. Good summon history to bring Venefecti back here. So Bill is saving because every message in the log here shows up twice for him. Wonders if he will manage to stay into game. So button for liquidation. So he still has some blood, some pool left here. Always the same cards. Poor Agent of Pause, Summons to Scrounging, and Skin of the Chameleon. Tupdog's Hunt. Another one, another one. Everything goes through unblocked. Of course, there's no point in blocking that, it will burn at the end of the minion phase anyway. So, Legion's Bleeding. That's the main event here. Axinia is redirecting with a power. Discarding a Dreams for that. That's why Urena is here, just to block, basically. Going for carry and close. Hesitating. I know what he hesitates about. If he can go long range with the from bats, it would be best. Or he's just playing Majesty for combat hands. Naked Sky needs to unlock. Maybe a bit concerned about its Predator ousting in that, in fact. Not a bleed for 1. Xenia's blocking. Just striking hands, basically. I find it strange that we haven't seen any majesty from the girls yet. Bleeding for 1. Takes it. That bleed for 1. Really, always the same here. Taking it, still bleeding. Kiana this time. This goes through. So, what about the rest? Bart is down to 5 again. Bleeding for 1 was a Legion. Just said I have to go forward, I think. That may be dangerous at this point. Sybil's blocking. Probably has a Majesty in hand. Oh no, she just takes 2. Interesting. It will cost 1 to unlock her, so why block? Just to get damage on the Legion, maybe. To be able to kill it next turn. So Tupdog summons this turret with its scepter, of course. We've seen that trick before. Is it the return of Benefictive? I would expect that. Oh. Tupdog gets blocked. Doesn't have a stealth right now. Interesting. And Carrion Crows and from Bats take care of the Tupdog. Tupdogs are burning. So 12 pool. Does it bring 4 back? Down to 8 again. Without Legionnaires to protect. Yeah, it's going for that. No point to really slowing down the machine here. But at the same time, he's hiding his game a bit because didn't bring any Legion back. Now down to 23 cards at the airship, so can bring quite a lot back, probably. But pays 1 to unlock Sidale, down to 4. It's a close one. One tablet, that was expected. And another, yeah. But the whole point of the Blackjack Girls deck, it's named Blackjack because usually you play 21 Ash tablets, but girls really work with any amount. You've seen it with, I don't know, 15, 18, more than 12 for sure. You get pullback, you get cards back, you can choose the card you get back, so you adapt your deck to the table. The longer the game runs and the more precise and efficient the girl's deck becomes. Goes from a villain, of course, that's for his hand. He will play it not immediately, but have it for the next turn if he survives. Yeah, damn MMPR. That's how we call it, multi-master phase actions. You can do that with Cybele, with Nanaburuku, even with Ansem, the Toreador, group 2 Toreador Prince here. Will give you additional master phase plus the pattern, and of course, will give you a third. You can play a lot of Asher tablets. But Asher tablets is a contest against the rest of the table. So Rudolph Satina discussing right now and saying that, yeah, probably Bat won't get ousted by Killian. That was to be expected. The girls are really resilient to low blades like that. He's asking if the Legion is tapped or untapped, knowing what stage it is in, if he entrances it. Yeah, we would expect some entrancement at that point. Like Kevin saying, that's why I love when Tupdog summons some Wargurs too. Yeah, but Wargurs are expensive. Yeah, 10 cards in Killian's screen, so probably 10 Tupdogs here. That may not be enough. I mean, down to 7 Rebury cards, 10 Crypt. And yeah, that's not dead. Not really close to be dead, even. It's taking its time, like pondering its remove. Of course, it's still pretty close. I mean, Salmon Mystery going bad and everything can turn around. Because 7 pool is not exactly safe in this configuration. It should be enough. Can redirect 1, block 3. That's a lot. Yeah, she goes for the entrancement on the Legionnaire. Of course, we were expecting that, the direct intervention. Still 1 pull. Still good. It's interesting that we see more and more direct interventions in Allies deck nowadays because I think entrancement is included more and more to try to deal with the Legionnaires, but also the other Allies deck like the Nefandis or even the Warghols or the zombies, you know. But the more entrancement, the more people play entrancement, then the more the Allies deck play direct intervention. I think Bill must have, I don't know, 3 or 4 of them in the deck. There's already 2 that have been played. So it's an excellent defense because people usually don't play like 12 entrancements. Like maybe they should. Mentat is fishing for entrancements. Yeah, probably. And Bill's deck doesn't seem to have intercept here. He's putting pullback on Bashiva. Down to 7.
Down to 5, sorry. Limba hands. No block. Of course, Korea has land. It's 2. But Chiva is going to deep song rush a Tupdog. It's blocked. Simple Majesty here. Probably trying to get some bleed through here. Only 3 minions to block. 5 bleed actions possible. Salah's bleeding. Maybe he won't block that. It's just a bleed for 1. He has kept the edge for too long, I guess. Yeah, he's not blocking. One. Listen, asking what Glen client is it? Slacky CCG. Probably the most played for VTS. For the early 2000s, beginning of the millennia. An old platform, full of bugs and stuff and shenanigans. But it works. It's free, you know. Bleeding for 2 here. Yeah, the Guri had land. Basically the point of the deck. Clear's down to 4. Cannot afford a mistake here. There are 3 vampires up on Mente's side. 3 Tupdogs remaining on Killian's side. Probably won't get any more bleed through. Yeah. She's bleeding, Tupdog's blocking. Goes to long range with them from bats. But Shiva's bleeding. Tupdog's blocking, of course. It's blocked. She's going for a hand strike, but of course she has Cleveland Vest, Guardian Angel. Can prevent 2 damage each combat. Nestor's bleeding. Tupdog's blocking, of course. Going with the head from that. Yeah. That's tight post for Killian right now. Down to 4 pool. Doesn't have the juice anymore to feed the machine, and only 1 Tupdog can act. Bart is at 7. Not sure can really do lead of 7 this turn, you know. On next turn he will probably die. Can also stay purely defensive here. Try to wait the timer. I mean, game is close to the end, 7 minutes remaining. You can basically win just defending. Seven minutes, the timer at 7 minutes. I mean, if Bill plays defensively, he will win this. So I guess he's getting some legions out. There's many cards in the airship. Probably can get 3 out.
So I was using Pathfinder to get second master action. Played direct in the intervention already, but this lets him play in Scepter. Put some cards from the hand just to cycle, and of course summon history out of the airship. Yeah, as Rudolph said, 7 minutes number of scenarios is very limited. Well, basically, Bill can try to go for the oust, maybe fail, and then get ousted if Bart plays very fast. I don't know about that. Well, that's timer for you. That's what you get for playing, very slow build-up decks like the girls or this Guri toolbox we've seen. They're good decks, but it's hard for them to score the victory points during the card limit, during the time limit. It's already 2 hours 30. Like, it's 30 minutes more than your basic 2 hours game on the real table. Just because we figure it takes a bit more time for people to play online. I don't think it's really true at this level. The players are playing fast, Summoning history. Means announced that it will not block that, so Bart has to block. Bart is counting. It's asking for time. Playing a direct intervention on the summon history. That's a smart move, I guess. Yeah, Rudolph has a point that if Killian is to oust Bill on the next turn, it will probably still win on time. Just because it will be only 1 VP. You can go full forward here. Just try to get a clean win out of this. No, he's just keeping defense, so the timer. Not even trying. Yeah, that's an interesting position. So 6 vampires from the Predator, 8 minions. He doesn't get vampires out. And that's it. That's the statement here. Guys, I'm not playing no more. I won't die with 8 minions and 5 minutes on the timer. Yeah, I agree. It's a smart play given the timer here. It's going for villain, of course. Thinking about it. There's 3 minutes left. I think it's the end of it. But still thinking. Was probably the slowest player in the game. I mean, this MMPA girl archetype, it's hard to play. You have to compute everything. Takes a bit of time. Playing dreams. And then a Metro Underground. That's a good move, given that Cyber is Infernal. Judge is saying no. We don't know why. Oh yeah. He played a direct intervention. He only has 1 master plays left. Yeah, Bart had a terrible creep draw. He had to fish like very late for Cybele. But that's also because he decided to get Axinia out. He actually played Wide View first hand, first card. So he could have waited, used Wide View to fetch Cybele first, and waited a bit. He just wanted to get out very fast, so he got the Convert, then Nana, then Axinia, and then finally Cybele. But he had Wide View from the get-go. He could have played otherwise.
Bart is thinking 1 minute remaining and then sees the judge. Could be accused of playing the timer, but it's not winning. Yeah, Unleash has Fury. Doesn't seem like a very big move here against the allies, but well, why not? Yeah, I think that's the end of it. It gets through. Nothing they can do really in so little time. Unless he manages to outname TES in 1 minute. Doesn't look like that. It's taking his time. 1 minute is short, man. He's still counting. Judge announces last action. And if the last action is an entrancement, that won't get a victory point. That's the end of it. Congratulations, Bill Troxel, for this awesome victory. Nice deck. Yeah, Rudolph Torres' part would have needed a voter and Ancilia empowerment. I don't know. There have been so many delaying tactics in Bill's deck that I'm not sure Ancilia empowerment is the answer here. Yes, clearly it's packed for it. And that's it. Bill Troxel is now new world champion. So he participated last year in the World Championship, was in the final, and this year takes the title. Really congratulations to him. That was a beautiful play, beautiful deck. We clearly deserves the victory here. Yeah, Poison Pill. You should play Poison Pill. I mean, alongside Dealing Tactics. That's a good one. What do you mean? You think the allies couldn't play the Dealing Tactics? I don't know. Well, welcome back again. Thanks everybody. Thanks all spectators who have been there for the stream. It was an exciting game. Sadly, it made it to the timer against all expectations because it went off very fast in the beginning. It was a very nice play and very nice deck from Bill. Thank you, everybody. That's the end of it, and we'll close our streaming now. Have a nice evening, Mr. See you the next time, next tournament.